we always, flip the tables on them and, throw them off balance because a lot of us was supposed to be dead 10 years ago. Take that, still alive. Take that, ain't in jail. But anyway, we need to be getting in a state of preparedness because these white supremacists, um, one thing they do is they teach their youth how to be proficient with firearms. One thing they teach their youth is how to live off the land, how to go into the wilderness and identify edible plant life. They go on hunting trips. They learn how to hunt animals, cook them, kill them, cook them and eat them. Fish. They teach them survival skills. They teach their children how to work on a car. They definitely teach their children about finances, how to set up a trust. This is things they do to their children. How the economic balance of power never really shifts because they instill that into their children at an early age. Now, we have some exceptions within our community, just like I just shared with you about the sister that opened her own chain of 7-Elevens. She got that instilled, that those core values instilled in her from her father, who was a franchise owner of McDonald's. So we do have successful people. We do have people that excel economically, but we just got this horrible mentality of I don't want to give up too much of the ghost, because then that diminishes my shine. That takes away from me if I teach you how to get it how I got it. And right now we need to drop that. We need to drop all that bravado. We need to drop all this I'm better than you, and we really just at this point we need to let bygones be bygones. All the gangs need to come together and unite. If something ain't right in your family right now, correct it. Call up a loved one. Hey, I love you. Sorry about this, that, and the third. Because key message is what I'm driving home at is we need to unite. We need to unite and keep a united front. Because we already see how the law is structured. See, that guy, he was already prepared to die. He went in there with body armor. So he went in there knowing worst case scenario, if I go to jail, I just go to jail. And if he gets sentenced, he's not going to get the jail time he deserves. How many times we done seen this movie? Derek Chauvin's fighting to get his charge overturned right now. He even got granted, a retrial. It's some bull. We can't get mad and say, that's a travesty of justice. That is the system. That's how they designed it to be. Literally, the penal system was designed for black people. It was designed to hold us. They cut us free from slavery, and then they come up with jail to keep us slaves, to legally keep us slaves. They packed the penitentiary. That's why they call public school the pipeline to penitentiary. They're conditioning black people how to assimilate into jail culture. Got a bell system, sitting up there feeding you a diet of stuff that don't go together, much like jail food. An authoritative system that people you got to answer to. So what I'm getting at is we got to get prepared. We got to get our own for real. We got to get our own schools. People with money that have sufficient need to start buying up land. If you got some land, cool, buy more. If you done did a community service, do some more. Build another community center. Got one? Well, I got this. Build more. Get more sponsors. Get more people into your circle to buy up land masses to train and educate your people, to empower us, to give them tools to put in the toolbox to make them more proficient and more self-sufficient to where they're not dependent upon the system. Because the system was not designed for us. This justice system, even though we got a lot of lawyers and judges, it's not designed for us. Some of our most prolific judges on the bench right now, out of their own mouth, will tell you it ain't for us. So do everything within your power to stay out of jail. Because the only thing jail was designed, it was designed for us, but this delusional freedom, justice, equality for all, that's a delusion. They just showed you it's a delusion. When my man's killed all them people, first media interview, this devil gonna sit up here and try to interject, what do you think? It might be mental health issues because his mind isn't fully formed. He's 18. He's grown. What you mean? His mind ain't fully formed yet. Do they cut our babies that slack? How many black men that done tried as adults at 13, 14, 15, 11, 12? Wake up, y'all. This is the wake-up call we need. Like the minister already told us in February what it was. This is it. This is our Waterloo. To my white listeners, I ain't trying to scare y'all. I'm trying to get y'all prepared too. Because there is exactly one more straw left in the broom that's going to break the camel's back. If you thought the George Floyd riots of 20 was something, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's coming. It's on its way. Because summertime it's still technically springtime. Now, as the brother Ben Crump in that audio excerpt that I shared with you, to add on to what he said, what do you think we're going to do? You think we're going to keep asking you for a fair shake? You think we want to really keep on just asking y'all, letting y'all do whatever y'all want to us? Now, our core nature, we are lovers. We love people. We are lovers by nature. It's not in our nature to be violent. And by nature, we're never the aggressor. Check. In any history, anywhere on the planet where black people existed, we furthered the civilization. We taught the people living there how to be civilized. Anywhere, any corner of the globe, they was living like animals before they met us. We taught them more conventional ways to survive. We created tools to help their lives better. We never forced our beliefs and value systems on anyone. We never imparted our rule on anyone, even though the Bible says we did. So, in final closing about my commentary, I'm going to lay it out how it's going to play out. So this is it. In the next about, I would say, 4 to 6 months from now, we're going to see another insurrection. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, why is this happening? Please stop it. Please just be like Martin Luther King. No, be nonviolent. But we done been nonviolent. We've been asking you, asking you, and asking you, and asking you. Like, how many of y'all got kids? Like, I didn't understand it when I was a child myself. My mom was always yelling. So that's how I talk. That's how I talk. Because when I try to talk nice, nobody wants to listen. But when I start yelling, pick that up, then it registers. Then it registers. Who was asking and asking and asking and asking before George Floyd got killed. We asking and asking and asking before Ahmaud Arbery got killed. And then after they got killed, did y'all really think we was going to keep on asking? Nah, we're done asking. So, when it goes down this time, I think it's consensually across the board already that we're not going to tear up our own neighborhoods this time. We're not tearing up our own neighborhood. We're not destroying our own neighborhoods, places we live at this time. We're going up to government, the governor's mansion in each state. We're going up to the state house in each state. The military has the highest concentration of black and brown people, the U.S. military, in all forms of government. Black and brown people, they're going to break ranks when they try to call in the National Guard, because the National Guard is comprised of black and brown people. Do you think they're going to come and stop it? No, they're not going to come and stop it. Not this time. So what can you do? You can't really do nothing. It's going to happen. You need to be stockpiling up on your water. You need to be stockpiling up on all your non-perishables. You need to be keeping your mind and your body at the ready. You need to get in good cardiovascular shape to be able to walk or run long distances without becoming winded. Because there's going to come a time when you're going to have to get out that car and hit it running. And I'm not, again, trying to spread gloom and doom. I'm just being super real with you. What's fitting to happen? Because we're going to have a couple more instances just in the next couple of months. Just watch what I say. In the next couple of months, I already predicted like 4 to 6 months ahead, but watch, we're going to have some more incursions over the summer. We're going to have a couple more incursions just next month. And all that time is building and building and building and building and building. So violence is never the answer, but in that same breath, it's a time and a place for everything. The word said it's an eye for an eye. So sometimes if we didn't have that aggression that we had, like Ahmaud Arbery got killed all the way back in February. They didn't even question the McMichaels before the riot. Are you kidding? And that's really, if you really want to keep it a buck, that's the only real reason they didn't find them guilty. Because black people were showing up and showing out on that lawn all through the proceedings of that trial. And they knew, had they came back with a not guilty verdict, what would have ensued? Now, I'm not trying to rise